All right, everybody, we are back here for some more timeless content. It truly is the timeless format because I am having an absolute blast, and we are showing up today with some elves. I thought, what better way to participate in the Orcish Bowmasters format than play a bunch of one mana 1/1s? The concept here is we have Allosaurus Shepherd, which makes all of your green spells uncounterable, Cavern of Souls, which makes your elves uncounterable. So you have 8 ways to make your stuff uncounterable. And you might think normally, well, why would you play Chalice of the Void in a deck that has this many 1-drops? Well, those 1-drops happen to be uncounterable if you have Cavern and or Shepherd. So, that's kind of the synergy that we're going for. And also, just Chalice of the Void is a phenomenal card in the format. There's so many decks that rely on 1-mana spells. The Rakdos decks have Bolts and Heats, Ragathans, Dark Rituals, Deathrite Shaman, Swords to Plowshares. Like, all of the best cards cost 1 mana. So it does make sense to play Chalice, and this is one of the decks that gets to utilize it. And in addition to that, Deathrite Shaman happens to be a 1-mana dork that doesn't die to Orcish Bowmasters. And then past your 1-drops and chalices, you have kind of your standard or typical Elves affair, right? You have Dwynen's Elite, which makes a token, Elvish Warmaster, which makes tokens, and then Elvish Archdruid, which pays you off for having a bunch of tokens on the battlefield. Make a lot of mana, potentially get to hardcast Craterhoof if you draw it, but ideally, you would like to natural order for your Craterhoof, which is a card that Modern does not get to play. And then after that, we have a couple of Freyleases, which is a weird card. This is, I guess you would call a fake card, but it's +1, untaps an elf. That elf and a random elf in your hand get +1/+1. -1, randomly just search for an elf and put it in your hand. And then -6, you get a Regal Force, which is pretty powerful. And then Once Upon a Time, also another just really broken card. It's a free cantrip. You can't say no to free cantrips. Mana base is nothing too crazy besides the caverns, couple fetch lands, one Overgrown Tomb for our sideboard cards, and a Boseiju. And then, speaking of sideboard cards, we have some Thoughtseizes, couple of Veil of Summers, Heroic Intervention for people who are showing up with Wraths, Revokers for Sneak Attack, Oko, Teferi, that kind of stuff, Stonebrain for the Titan decks, and then Elven Chorus for the mid-range decks. So today we are going to prove that Elves is the superior creature type over Goblins. And then, by the way, please don't send me hate mail. If you need to unsubscribe, that's fine. But in any case, let's get to some games. Yeah, so if you guys want to get technical, I didn't steal the list from Spike. Tonber stole the list from Spike and then paid me to play it. So if you want to actually me, then you can take it up with Tonber. I don't know if he has a lawyer, but really not supposed to draw that card. Elite or land? Elite or land? Well, I already have an elite, so I guess I'll take a land. And just play an Elvish Mystic. I only play one Craterhoof and one Atraxa. I'm actually wondering if the Atraxa should be in the sideboard, and then the main deck should just have 2 Craterhoofs. I'm thinking about that. I'm pretty sure that might be a good idea. Because the Atraxa rarely comes up in game 1 situations against the unfair decks. Or against the against the unfair decks, rather. It is good against the fair decks, but there's just not as many of those. Yeah. I mean, like, I guess. I guess we could just draw both of them. Well, I'm not even sure. I guess I want to play the Chalice this turn. Should splash for Brainstorm. Cut Once Upon a Time for Brainstorm, just so I can put this shit back. I'll fetch main phase in case they're a Stifle gamer. What does Meat Vault mean? It means they registered their Pioneer deck. No, I don't know. Is Spirits good in this format? It could be Spirits. Thopter Foundry. It literally is Spirits. It legitimately is Spirits. I mean, they countered it last turn. I'm gonna try and hit a land though. Yeah, let's try and hit a land. Did I just ask if Spirits is good in the Bowmaster's Plow format? Yeah, I guess that answers my own question, huh? They sack, I'll pay. Kind of feels bad to not take the Lord there, but just being able to play Chalice this turn is nice. I mean, they missed a land drop, so sure, they could have Cavern. But they didn't play a land last turn. And also, to your point, Tonbert, we're playing a deck with Elvish Mystic in the Bowmaster Plow format, so, you know. Who's the real fool here? Is Chalice someone even that good? Not sure. Maybe not. We can probably race them this game. Okay, we're less likely to race them now. Go to 8. We're dead if they have any spirit. And we also can't really attack. I would normally say that we have outs that draw natural order, but that's not gonna do it. And we don't have anything like Gaia's Cradle in our deck. If I send everything, they block a War Master, take 5, go to 14. I guess. I mean, the second War Master's not doing that much, so this game's not going to last that long for the extra tokens to matter. This thing costs 6 to activate. I only have 4 mana in play, though. How do I get to 6? Oh, you're saying I could have not played Chalice on turn 2 and played something different? Brother, I'm dead. Why are you tanking? Yeah, I could have not played the Chalice on 2, maybe. I mean, I don't really think we have to sideboard that much. I'm going to keep the Chalices on the play. None of these cards seem particularly good. I guess maybe Veil of Summer. Could trim, like, one of these. And Dwynen's Elite. Bring in 2 Veils. It's weird, though. Veil doesn't get around Spell Queller. Yeah, Reprieve too. Actually, Veil kind of sucks. They have Reprieve and Queller. No, War Master costs 7 to pump. And Allosaurus Shepherd costs 6 to pump. I wish this hand had a fetch land. If we draw a fetch land or they have a fetch land, this hand's kind of nutso, but I'm going to ship it. Yeah, this is better. It's perfect because we can put this back. This hand's really good. I think I'm also going to fetch on turn 1 just in case they're a Stifle deck. Well, see, the beauty about mulliganing and having Craterhoof is you get to put on the bottom. Oh, but we're fetching, so we're going to get hit by the Scrybug. You know, it always happens, too. Take Archdruid. I'm still going to play her on Stifle, though. I think I'm going to play the Shaman first. Not sure if that's right. No, playing the Shaman first is actually bad, right? Because then turn 3, I don't necessarily have a fetch land to turn it on. Because, like, here I want to go War Master, Llanowar Elves. Actually, no. I'd probably rather just resolve Druid this turn. Yeah, let's just do this. It's 100% right to just resolve Druid. I guess they have Swords to Plowshares in their deck. Okay, they don't have Plow in hand. I mean, what counter spells can they really even have for this amount of mana? Reprieve, I guess. If they Reprieve, I can just replay it. It's just jam Freelies. If they have Reprieve, they have Reprieve. Then we can go untap this. If they had Plow, they would have already cast it. Then we can just use our mana for one spot at a time. That was a good draw. Good turn 3, I would say. Take Shepherd, so you have a payoff for all this mana. Kind of a free attack. Yeah, I don't think something tells me that Rattlechain's probably not going to be good enough this game. Do you think they have temporary lockdown in their Rattlechain's Supreme Phantom deck? If they have temporary lockdown, they wanted it more. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, or Divine Purge or some weird stuff like that. Alright, my spell can't be countered. Can I Warmaster twice with Druid, right? I can. Guess I'll do that. How does it work? Can I, if I Shepherd first and then, oh, that works, right? Does that work the way I want it to? I think it does. Let's find out. I think it works the way I want it to. Can drag me through. Nope, not this one. Oh no, not the Supreme Phantom. Anything but the Supreme Phantom. Is Warmaster only elves? I think so. Does it matter? I don't think it matters, right? They are double blocking my Warmaster. Okay. Isn't this just lethal? This is 18, right? Oh, whoops. Well, it would have been 18. Oh, I guess it's 16 anyways. Doesn't matter. Oh, I can math. Cool. Game 3. Submit. Oh, no, we should have cut the Veils, right? We should, yeah. Veil sucks against Reprieve. Reprieve and Spellqueller both get around Veil. That's kind of awkward. Am I going to purchase the other Hoof art after this match? I don't know what you mean by that. Is that version on Arena? Allosaurus Shepherd isn't the fake card? What do you mean by Shepherd? I don't know if you can craft it, though, Turtle Power. If you can, I might look into it. This hand has no fetch land. Oh, sure, yeah, no, I know that. If you can play it in Legacy, it's a real card. I mean, this hand's kind of mid, but I'm already on 6. We can go Deathrite on 1, Chalice Shepherd on 2. Yeah, Fourth Year Lingus is a real card. It's in paper. Confirmed real card. You could play Clown Card Legacy. It's a paper card. It's real. I don't know what to tell you. You know it's not a paper card? Freyalise. I don't know where I was going with that. Elf. Maybe they'll stifle my Deathrite activation. I don't know why they would. Green. Chalice. 1. Auto pay. No. I mean, it doesn't matter because this is uncounterable anyways, but... Arena, please! Chalice trigger? Did we just Chalice for 2 next turn? I kind of want to. Oh. We're no longer Chalicing for 2. I was thinking about it. Can't craft the other Crater Hoof. You need to purchase it when it was available on the store. That's so stupid. I got some maps, though. That can find some action. Kill Chalice? That'll be Shepherd, right? Yeah. Okay. Well, just go Elf Elite. Their deck does not care about Chalice on 1. Yeah, apparently it doesn't. Yeah, we can Chalice on 2 next turn. Couldn't do it this turn. who is hosting the Timeless 1K tourney. Anzid. It's going to be, I believe, I'm not 100% positive, but I'm fairly certain that Anzid will be doing coverage again. I don't know if he's doing it with Will or anything, but I'm pretty sure he's doing coverage on his channel. Twitch.tv/AnzidMTG. Oh shit, how do I beat that card? That's scary. And now Chalice on 2 might not even be good enough. Tandy! Thank you so much for the raid. Appreciate that. Welcome, Raiders. We're playing a little bit of Timeless. A little Timeless action. Kind of getting our ass kicked, though. Yeah, quick shill, Pure Modern. Don't forget, everybody, folks who are just coming in from Tandy's stream, I am hosting a Pure Modern tournament this Saturday. Excuse me, exclamation point, Pure Modern for more information. Alright, yeah, I don't think this Chalice is good enough, so let's do this. That one's probably good enough. I think I will happily take this trade. I'm actually going to save the map for after I draw NO. Because, like, I know I'm drawing a good card next turn, and this can help clear out a bad card the following turn, if they have a counterspell for NO, which they probably do. Like, if I draw NO and see Shepherd on top, I can just wait a turn on the NO, and then next turn go Shepherd into NO, because I'll have 5 mana. Oh. Okay, well, they're going to let me put Atraxa into play. That's nice. It's very nice of them. Well, they're not dead, because they have protection, but I do get to put Atraxa into play. I'm going to sack... Just sack the 2/2, I guess. I want to keep the Elf in play, just for mana purposes. I mean, they showed us Get Lost already, right? Choose up to 3. I could play War Master this turn, so I'll take War Master once and fetch land for more Deathrite fuel. I don't know. I mean, even if they Get Lost the Atraxa, we still have a lot of stuff left over, so it's not clear that Get Lost would even be good enough on Atraxa, but it could be, you know? Oh. They could also have more rings, I guess, to just keep buying time. I wonder how many Get Lost they play. I don't think I had a good opportunity to get Chalice and 2 on play, though. Right? Like, which turn could I have played Chalice on 2? I don't really think there was one. Okay, well now we just win, right? Because now we Chalice on 2 and they can't Get Lost me. Just game over. Oh, sure. I see what you're saying. Chalice on 2. Play this. Your turn. Go. I should have mapped. So they're cut off of Get Lost, and they're cut off of Swords to Plowshares. So they need a 3-mana answer to Atraxa. Could have Otawara, I guess. Did opponent just shove some rings in an Explorer deck? It kind of looks like that. They're playing Get Lost instead of Swords to Plowshares, so that's kind of weird. Could be a budget thing. Once Upon a Time gets countered. No, it doesn't. Yeah, I don't know about that one, Chief. Oh, are they going to Tidebinder the Chalice? They could have Tidebinder. Or not. Or they don't have Tidebinder. Sure. I guess that lets them trade Catilda for Atraxa. They're just dead, aren't they? If I just take this? Because I take this, they go to 13. They're on the hook for at least 10. I need to push 3 damage. So they have to chump block with all of their creatures, assuming I can activate Shepherd. I'm just going to take the hit. Untap. So that lets me activate Shepherd. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means these would both be 5/5s, which they have to block both of them. Do they have good blocks? I mean, they could chump block with both Skyclaves, keep both of the Lords to keep the Catilda, but that also makes the Catilda smaller. Yeah, I'm just doing that. Oh, sorry, I have to do this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, no, this is fine. Yeah, I have 3 5/5s. Guess I'd rather do it this way, right? So they have to chump block all 3 5/5s. Right? Pretty sure that's how this works. I could double block one of them, I guess, but kind of puts them in a really bad spot. Yeah, now they have to lose both Lords, right? They're in such a bad spot. Oh, sure, I guess they can chump the Atraxa. But then this is still 10 with 3 from the rings. They still have to chump another one. Which they decide not to do. Okay, well, interesting. Probably not what I would have done. Get tied by their ring, or they could just die. They could also just die. Ooh, top 100. Just barely in the top 100, folks. How much did I play to get the top 100 Mythic? I went on a huge run with Golgarian Standard. That was most of what I did my grinding with. But yeah, I think I went like 10-2 or something to get to Mythic with that deck. Update the top 199. Yeah. I wish this was a fetch land. I would consider keeping if it was a fetch land, but wait, how am I playing against somebody who's in platinum? Is there just nobody in the queue? It's kind of weird. Oh, yeah, because you're playing Lantern. Is the pure modern ban list the same as current? Yes, it is the exact same. I'm gonna keep this 6. I don't know what I put back though. I think it's one of the 3 drops. Which one in the dark would you keep? They don't have a companion. I kind of think Freely's is maybe better in the dark. What are treasure chests? So it's a Magic Online currency. The average treasure chest is worth about 2.5 tickets, which rough estimate is like 2.3 American dollars or something like that. There's a conversion rate of ticks to chest is somewhere, it's usually around 0.9. 90 cents on the dollar. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. They could have like a very high MMR. All right, put back the Druid. Lead on Cavern, I guess. Cavern to make sure my Allosaur Shepherd can't be countered. Okay, pause there makes me think once, which makes me think Titan. How's our Titan matchup? I mean, Edo is really good against Titan. Unfortunately, I am not qualified for the PT. I am thinking about going to Chicago because I found a cheap flight. But here's one thing that I realized, which is kind of absurd to me. My flight, right? I found a flight that was like $170. The cost of badge for the weekend plus entry to the 75K combined is $250, which is more than my entire flight. And that is kind of what's maybe holding me back from not going, because it is absurd how much you have to spend to get into the event. So I don't know. I'm still thinking about it, but yeah, it's 100 for the badge and 150 to enter the 75K. $150 to enter a tournament is obscene. Now I get it; they're paying a lot of there's a good prize, but it's still ridiculous. Is the Pure Modern tournament being hosted at MTGO? Yes. Gonna go to Chicago. I had a friend who lived in Chicago I could stay with, and he selfishly got a new job. No, you hate to see it. Oh yeah, for sure. Like the prize pool is insane. I'm not gonna disagree with that. Is there any chance I have of beating a Titan next turn? Because, like, I'm going to need to survive 2 combat steps, right? Because I need to go Fraley's, untap, have a big turn, and then still have... Like, I'm not going to be able to cast Natural Order for anything meaningful next turn. I'm going to cast Fraley's. The Sage of Garenbrig. Oh, yeah, I guess you're right, huh? That's a good point. I could have Besaged the Garenbrig on my end step. Why didn't I do that? I wasn't thinking about that. I guess I could Besage plus Elf. Is that better than... Yeah, actually, okay, hold on. No, this is actually not that bad. We can Elf Beseiju. And then next turn we get just Natural Order. Okay. I mean, I fucked up and I should have done this last turn, but it's okay. Yeah, then we get Atraxa, and hopefully Atraxa can race them. How do I join the Timeless Tournament? Information should be on Honorog's Twitter. I think I have the link right here pulled up. I do. Link, all the information should be right there for the Timeless Tournament. Gross. That gets around me blowing up castle, huh? Failed to find? Oh, they must have had both of their basics, right? Interesting. Oh, they must have drawn the other forest. Okay. Yeah, I gotcha. Failed to find it, it still doesn't matter. We're still gonna get rinsed. Yeah, they have Blast Zone too. Yeah, well, they probably only have one stopping ground, right? Okay, well, I think we have to hope that Atraxa is good enough, because we don't really have time to do anything else. I don't really think it matters which one I sacrifice. I guess this one. Choose up to 5. Planeswalker, land, instant, artifact. Which creature do we want? Probably this, because it's 2 bodies. Forest, and pass. Now they're at 19. The unfortunate part about this is they have a chump blocker. That's kind of the issue here. I think, honestly, without this Grazer, we... okay, maybe not with that. I'm pretty sure my path to victory involves putting a bunch of stuff into play and hoping to draw another Natural Order. I think that's how I get out of this. And then, like, have a wide enough board that I can Edo from my own Craterhoof. Yeah, we have a decent amount of time. But these zombies get out of hand pretty quickly is the issue. Need Ratch Bomb on the sideboard. Well, the thing is, we're playing black mana. We could play Legion's End. Imagine they had Bolt here. I can't play around it, but it'd be sickening if they had it. Oh, they couldn't cast Titan that turn. Okay, that's good for us. I have 5 mana. Could Fraley's downtick? What am I looking for if I Fraley's downtick? I guess like Archdruid? Actually, I can go Fraley's uptick, play Elite Elvish Mystic. Might be better, actually. Attack first, I guess. They're going to chump block. Or not. Okay. They have Blast Zone? I know. Yeah, I guess that's a good reason to minus, huh? My only problem is we can't play the Druid this turn, even if we find it. So it's kind of annoying. We did find it. Oh, they can pop Blast Zone now. But weirdly enough, I think that's better for me, because that means they lose the Grazer. Wait, this is like... Oh, they're... Are they trying to blast zone for 7? Is that their plan? Why didn't they chump then? Yeah, I guess that's a good point. They honestly might be trying to get this up to 7. I don't know if that's good or bad for me. It's probably bad, right? NO would kill them this turn, yeah. Okay, they're no longer on the blast zone to 7 plan. NO does kill them. Yeah, Virulent Plague could be good too. That's probably better than Legion's End. I don't know. I think you could argue that maybe Legion's End is more versatile than Plague. No, we only play one Boseiju. They have 16 zombies. If I play Archdruid or Warmaster Archdruid, they just pop it on 3. Probably attack first. This turn, surely they chump block this turn, right? We can still kill them with Natural Order. We're not going to die next turn. Unless they have their own Crater Hoof, that's how we die. So we can go Warmaster, Elvish Mystic, and then float mana, untap. Yeah, this works. Untap here. I probably should have... I did this sequencing wrong. I should have used the Freyalise first, because that could have potentially pumped the Warmaster. And I'd rather pump this because we know they're going to pop Blast Zone to kill these two, right? So if this was pumped, it would be slightly better. Channeling. Yeah, these decks usually play a hoof, so if they have that, we're dead. Definitely dead to hoof. They just passed? Are they... Oh, okay. Well, I guess they misclicked. Believers rejoice, huh? Believers rejoice. Literally scammed. Legitimately scammed. Are the doubters smudging yet? See, I have Stonebrain in my sideboard, but I'm not sure. Yeah, like, do I also bring in Thoughtseize? I kind of want to bring in Thoughtseize. These cards all suck. You don't like Seize? Why don't you like Thoughtseize? Just because they have so much redundancy. I know Chalice is bad for sure. I kind of want to shave like an Elite and a Freyalise, and keep the Thoughtseizes, and do it like this. I think I'm gonna try that. I do think Thoughtseize is very good against them. Heroic Intervention. What would you want Intervention against? They don't play Wraths. I guess it makes like it gives you a good block turn if they go super wide with zombies. This hand's nuts. Well, not nuts, but it's good. Very good. This hand's really only missing a payoff, like a NO or a NO Freyalise Druid, any of that stuff. Even a Warmaster is fine with this hand. Yeah, Cavern on Beast. What's better, Warmaster or Shepherd? I think Warmaster. I'm going to Elf here because they obviously can't Titan me next turn. So next turn I could just go Warmaster Thoughtseize, Elite the turn after. Oh, no, it just gives your stuff indestructible for a turn. Okay. So they have Citadel, but no Castle Insight. Yeah, I'm just going to play Warmaster. All right, Hilarious has a song request for us. Let's get this in the queue. All right, in the queue. Why do I always get Thoughtseize bugged? This is Tonber's fault. I'm blaming Tonber for this one. It's only because you called it, man. Are they thinking about getting Atraxa here? I don't know if they play Atraxa. Yeah, it's fine, Yorick. That's what Hilarious just did. I can search for it on Spotify. It's not a big deal. That is not a bad draw. That gives us outs to kill them with Edo next turn. Or we just draw the Hoof too, right? I can go Archdruid Shaman. Yeah, we have to draw the Hoof next turn, though. Hoof or Edo. Go. If Zone on 1, which can kill Shaman Elf. Still have 3 mana with Druid, though. That's probably... It still might be good enough. Alright, what you got, Yorick? This also might not even be on Spotify. Oh, it is. In the queue. How many zombies can they make this turn? 7. That's 6. They can make 9 zombies. That's a lot of toughness. They might actually be... They might be able to survive an NO. With 18 toughness. Or 20, actually. Yeah, they can probably... They easily survive an NO. So we might just not have outs. Yeah, you're thinking of Azuri. I don't believe that card's on Arena. I don't think it is. We would almost certainly want to play it. Game 3. If only my opponent could have just not drawn Natural Order for a turn, you know? Just like one turn. That's all I ask. I'm not asking for a lot, right? She blast in my zone till I'm putting... I don't know, man. I'm trying. Okay, this hand's nutso. This is about as good as it gets, right? We just need a fetch land. Or hope they have a fetch land. It's about time we drew Natural Order. She blasting my zone till I'm top 100. Do we actually want to take a fetch land? So what's my curve going to be? Llanowar, Archdruid, what's my turn 3? Yeah, I think I just want the fetch land. Like, we have everything we need. I just don't want to miss land drops, you know? Hell to the king. Yeah, important to play Llanowar Elves on turn 1 in case they have their Bajuka Bog in their opening hand. Imagine that. I played Death Red Shaman and they bog me. That would be so gross. Only Garden. Okay. Elf, Archdruid, go. We might not have lethal next turn, but we will certainly have lethal the turn after. So the only thing we have to hope is that they didn't open their net. We hope they don't have Natty Blast Zone. That's one thing that we probably can't beat. Natty Blast Zone is going to be tough. Is there a way I can play around Natty Blast Zone? Yeah, it's available for Twitch subs. To play Atraxa. I could. And then hope that Atraxa maybe finds a second NO. Atraxa maybe is just good enough here by itself. Yeah, okay, let's do this. Ooh, I could also Atraxa hit Thoughtseize. Yeah, we should probably Atraxa. So we go... Elvish Mystic. No, we don't win. We don't have enough attackers. Because, like, I can go here, tap this for 4, NO, sack the Archdruid, but this is you know what I mean? This would be gone. And then Hoof is for 4. That's 4, 8, 10. It's only 15, right? So, not quite enough. But, I mean, this is still fine. We can just sack the Elvish Mystic. Get Atraxa. Hopefully hit Thoughtseize. Okay, missed on Thoughtseize. We missed on Thoughtseize and NO. That's kind of bad. Planeswalker, artifact, creature, land. Play Shep. Oswald Tech. Yeah, unfortunately, we were a little bit short. Can maybe activate Shepherd next turn, though, depending on what they do. Okay. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're 1 mana short. Oh, they can haste the Titan, but then they have to attack it into the Atraxa. And I'm not sure they want to do that. So they may just get, like, Blast Zone thing? I'm not sure. I thought about that too, but that line just gets so punished if they have the natural Blast Zone. Maybe the theory is that I'm in a horrendous spot no matter what if they have the natural Blast Zone. And if I guess if I hold and they have the zone, then I can just get Atraxa the following turn, and maybe that's good enough. Okay, that's a pretty good draw. So name Elf. How many times can I activate War Master? A shit ton, right? At least twice. Yeah, 2 mana here. So this taps for 5. I can only activate it once. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. -3 is 6, +5 is 11. Well, Shepherd doesn't let me attack into the Titan, you know. I guess I can downtick. You know what maybe the play is? Maybe the play is Stonebrain Greaterhoof. That could be the play. Let's go to combat. I may actually do that. Because my Atraxa should be enough to be able to beat the zombies. The remaining fields. I'm not sure that if I name field, I'm not sure that I can still beat Atraxa or Hoof at that point, because they can just go like attack, get 2 more zombies. Maybe I can. If I cut off their token generation, yeah, that's actually probably a little bit better. I actually like that. That's a good call. Hello. Okay, name field. Library. 1, 2. Let's see. They do have the hoof. Okay, they have all 4 Enos and the hoof. Their hand right now is Kami Land. Okay. And then we can go... I can actually untap Archdruid to have... Yeah, this is good. I can untap Archdruid to activate Shepherd on defense if I need to. So let's do that. Because this is 6 mana. Cool. We did it. All right, chat. Believers get paid. Chat, did we have fun in this match? Type your answer, please. Oh, no, it went away. Damn it. It went away. No! I'm keeping. No rank Monka W? Hello? Yeah, it could be a display bug. Oh, it's a known bug when you get DC'd. Gotcha, okay. I see. I thought they were just unranked. No rank, no sleeves, mold of 4, getting turn 1 Necrode. Yeah. Ooh. I really care if they take this. Not really. Okay, they don't have turn 1 Necro. That's good. But usually when your opponent molds to 4, it does mean they're playing Dark Ritual Necro. One thing I've learned about this mono black deck is you can pretty easily mold to 4. Ritual Necro is basically just Splinter Twin. But it's turn 1 Splinter Twin, you know? Gives me a Johnny avatar. Oh yeah, this is not my avatar. It's also not letting me emote. Sag. Best draw on the deck. Odds they have a removal spell, I would say pretty high. So how about we don't play Elite this turn? But I just play this one. Because if I play War Master, or excuse me, if I play Elite rather, they can just kill Shaman in response. And then I don't get the token off this, so I'll play this first. Yeah, turn 3 Necro is probably still going to be tough to beat. We have Beseiju, but here's the thing. Beseiju not that good against Necro, because they get to draw 7 cards first. You know what I mean? Beseiju, not very good against Necro. Yeah, you actually don't want to do that, because that turns their draw step back on. In theory, if they brick off of the first Necro... I mean, I don't know what that was all about, but... Okay, what do you want against Mono Black? Revoker good against Necro. Veil good. I don't want Thoughtseize, I don't think. Another paid actor? Where do you find these actors, Doomwake? What's up, Kurt Bros? Could be a chorus matchup. I don't know what I want to cut, though. Chalice is good against them, right? They have what? Thoughtseize, Dark Ritual, Fatal Push. Anything else for Chalice? It might not be a Chalice matchup. Especially on the draw. This chorus, we could probably trim one of these for a chorus. Maybe just trim 2. Something like this, maybe? We'll try this. I don't know if that's right. Going a little bit low on creatures. Keep Giga Chad. I could be your paid actor. It's evening for me when you are streaming. I'm free in this time. Yep. Yep, paid actor. Keep Giga Chad or Mulligan Coward. We kind of need 2 lands for this hand to be good, because I assume they're going to kill our Elvish Mystic. Actually, if we draw 2 lands and they kill our Mystic, this hand still sucks. Okay, well, this is obviously bad. I'm not going to 5. Maybe I should, but I'm not going to. Alright, I drew a card that I'm allowed to cast. Could have maybe held that to hold up Veil. / yeah. Because this is bad if they have Bowmasters on 2. But, like, do I want to play the entire game a turn behind? Could play this on 2, which is better if they have Bowmasters. And then this plus Veil on 3. I mean, if they had Bowmasters, they would have killed my Shepherd, right? I have to play Revoker. I just hope they can't kill it. Although, I could wait a turn to potentially have Revoker with Veil backup. But if I play War Master or they have Necro, I lose the game, so I guess I'll play this. They may have waited on the Bowmaster. Oh. Okay. Well, sure. Deal. All right, you can you can kill my Allosaur Shepherd. That's fine. I live with that. Should have waited for Revoker plus Veil. I mean, they Necro and they draw like 7 cards. I don't know if I can afford to wait. Right? They just draw so many cards if I wait. They had 5 in hand. Yeah, well, they're gonna play something end of turn, right? Yeah, they could also just grab Ring here. It took our Veil. It's not looking great. You know, it's not looking great. Could draw NO and get a Traxa. It's probably our out. Or they just go push land Necro. Okay. Same thing. Fuck. Maybe Eno is good enough. Oh, I meant to ETB tapped. Everybody -2. -2, -2, -2. Yeah, I'm pretty sure our only out here is Natural Order for Atraxa. Nothing else is even close to good enough. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good enough. I've seen enough. I'm good. Chalice still doesn't seem that great. What are they? So they have Fatal Push, Dark Ritual, Thoughtseize. I think that's it. That's not. There's not really much else that it hits. Chalice on 3 to stop Necro. True. So true. It is much better on the play than on the draw, so it's more defensible on the play. But I'm just not sure that it still does enough, you know? Because imagine this, right? Imagine I keep a hand with like land, 1-drop, chalice, 2-drop stuff, right? And I go land 1-drop. They just go land ritual chalice, land ritual necro, and I have chalice. What am I stopping? They already have the necro in play. And they play March of Wretched Sorrow, which can pitch all of the cards they can't cast under chalice, right? Okay, I'm going to keep this and hope once hits a 1-drop. This hand's good if, well, I guess we have to hit a 1-drop and hope they don't kill it. Or we could also just miss on the 1-drop. That's also a thing that could happen. That's bad. Oh, well, they just had Ritual Necro anyways. My Revoker over Needle. It's a creature you can hit off once upon a time. Let me just pack this one in. Wait, they're only drawing 2? I guess it doesn't matter, because they can just respond to my Revoker and draw more. Yeah, if they're only taking 2, it's got to be Jover. Their hand must be already kind of stacked. Yeah, I know they can activate a response. I mean, like, nothing else does anything. It's not going to matter. We're super dead. Yeah, maybe they didn't draw Bowmaster. Ooh. They didn't let it. They didn't use their Necropotence. I wonder if my opponent has a removal spell in hand. I wonder if they have a card called Orcish Bowmasters. The one tough that seems pretty bad in the Bowmaster meta, though. Yeah. Maybe Needle is enough better that it not being hit off of Once Upon a Time is not relevant. I don't know. It's kind of close. I think you could definitely make arguments either way. In this matchup, for sure, I would much rather have Needle, because like Needle's also very important to be able to play on turn 1 if they have Ritual Necro. So if you're on the play and you go Needle pass, they can't Ritual Necro you. And it dodges, push, Bowmaster, all that stuff, so. What other matchup do you want it for? I like Oko decks and stuff, but even then, it's maybe still better to have Needle. We could try Needle over it. Yeah, because most of the Oko decks have either Bolt or Plow, right? Yawgmoth? Yeah. Needle's probably better there. Not sure. Wait, what the hell? Wait, am I, like, lagging or something? What's going on here? I'm confused. Am I lagging, chat? Is the stream lagging or something? Revoker named Necropotence. Stream's not lagging? Okay. Oh, maybe it's our opponent? Yeah, that could be. It could be our opponent. Game gets wonky after a DC. True. Random stuff is just happening. Well, they can't Tomber because they can't activate Necro. Right. March for Juan. Right, but it, like, when I played the Revoker, they didn't respond to it. That's why I was confused. Or the client didn't show me that they responded to it, so they must have just like the client must have lagged or something. Oh, I see. They activated it in their own end step. Gotcha. I see. I didn't realize they did that. Why would they do that? There's like no reason to do that, right? It's true. I'm not paying attention. You're not wrong. All right, my homie's dead. Can we move on? I'm gonna slam Elven Chorus. Nope, they have nothing left. I'm gonna take like one or two draw steps. Chorus is really fucked up. I don't know if it's good enough to win this game, but it's a really messed up card. They could have also bricked in their 7 cards, you know? Like, they've only drawn, what, 10 extra cards. It's not like they're all spells. They're actually already on Arena, Brandon. Would you believe me if I told you that Arena already has Tron lands? Not like in the sense that you're thinking of, but there's an alchemy card that conjures Tron lands. Yeah, more fake digital cards. I agree, Evil Baboon. Would you consider Necropotence a fake digital card because it's banned in every format? Wait, can you play this in Vintage? You can play. It's restricted, right? I think it might be restricted in Vintage. Play in Commander. It's not banned in Commander. I mean, we're doing stuff. Timeless better than Vintage confirmed. Yeah, you can play 4 Okos. 4 Okos, 4 Necros. Fatal Bush. Fatal Bush. -1 token. Yeah, I guess I could have played the War Master first. It's legal in Penny. How much does a Necropotence cost these days? Yeah, Cruise is restricted in Vintage. Timeless is the only format you can. Yeah, Timeless is the only format you can play for Cruise. And for Dig, too. Or I guess Pioneer, never mind. What am I saying? Obviously, Pioneer. Maybe. Maybe our out is hope they don't have Shieldred in their deck. They just died of their ring or something. It's not likely to happen, but oh, could. Chad, what do you think? Type 1 if this game is over, or type 2 if you think we still have outs. Or type 3 if you like potatoes. A lot of potato fans in the chat. A lot of potato fans. I like potatoes too. Are we cooking the potatoes? Whenever we cook potatoes for family like holiday dinners and stuff, I do scallop potatoes. Big fan of scallop potatoes. And no, that to answer your question, it doesn't mean you put scallops in your potatoes. It's like you thinly slice them and then go from there. At the third March, they only have one left. This game is like there is a way that we can still win this game. Maybe I'm coping, but scallop potatoes with cottage cheese on the side? Nah, cheddar cheese, baby. You like thinly slice the potatoes. Do you? So what we do is we do like layers. You do layers of potato. You do a layer of potatoes, a layer of heavy cream, and then a layer of cheddar cheese, and you do that like 4 times. That's how you cook potatoes, folks. It's got to be sharp cheddar too. None of that like bullshit fake yellow cheddar that's like just American cheese with a different name. That's not cheddar to me. Yeah, gnocchi is good. I've tried to make gnocchi several times and I just cannot figure it out. It's really hard to make. Gnocchi. We need Mengucci. If I go to Mengucci's Twitter, I can probably find a good picture of gnocchi. Would you believe hearsay? I used to be a chef. I went to culinary school and I worked in restaurants for like 8 or 9 years. I used to be a chef. And now I'm a Twitch streamer begging for Twitch Prime subs. How the mighty have fallen. Just kidding. I love what I do. I wouldn't change it for the world. I would not trade Twitch for literally anything. I love you guys. Doom loves in the chat. Can we get some Doom loves? I am still cooking a little bit. I do a little bit of side cooking. Ooh, okay. Don't call it a comeback. Don't call it a comeback, chat. I repeat, do not pog. Whatever you do, do not pog. No pog. Did you find Mengu and Yucky? Did you just go through Mengu's Twitter to find Yucky pics? You sure did. You sure did. He called it the Italian chili. Yeah, how have they gone through? They've gone through more than half of their deck, and they haven't found a single win condition. Like, what's going on over there? As my egg game, I make an omelet every day. I'm very, very good at making omelets. I'll tell you that much. Like, Denny's would hire me in a heartbeat. Yeah, they are. They're also. I mean, they're only down 10 minutes. Yeah, for sure. Hearsay. I do agree. I've been a pretty big fan of the Necrostorm deck. And I think that deck is also a lot more explosive than the Rakdos Lyris Storm decks because not only does it feel like it has the capability of winning on so fewer resources, like I frequently will just mulligan to 4 with that deck, and as long as you open Swamp like I mulled to 3 the other day, and I had Swamp Ritual Necro, and then I won the game on turn 2 after a mull to 3. Like, there's no other deck that can do that. Okay. I think they timed out, but we were going to win that game anyways. 69? Fuck! Damn it. Alright, let's pay out the Gemba. Would you consider that paid actor or no? What do you think, Chad? Would you consider that paid actor? Okay. My hand has no 1-drop. I have a lot of 2s and an Elvish Archdruid. We're on the draw. Not sure this hand's good enough on the draw. We'll throw it back. Probably worse, but I'm going to keep this on 6. We can once for a 1-drop, turn 2 Chalice, maybe? Hopeless Nightmare. Okay. We'll discard Forest, I guess. Sure. Elite or Shepherd? Kind of want to take Shepherd, so I have a double spell turn next turn. Name Elf, play Llanowar Elves. Go. Had a previous game ended. Well, I think they timed out, but we were going to win because we ended up getting into a spot where we had like 4 creatures in play with Elven Chorus, and we knew we had a natural order on top. So unless they killed all of our creatures, we were going to win that next turn. So they timed out, but I don't think it mattered that much. Alright, how good is Chalice against the burn deck? We're going to find out. I think they have second Searing Blood. Can't play around it. Do you think a Mishra's Workshop that taps for 2 in MH3 would make Modern better or worse? Worse. We'll just say worse. We'll leave it at that. 100% worse. All right, surely they don't have a third Searing Blood, right? Like, There's no way they have a third Searing Blood. Surely. Can't draw 3 of them. Alright, they have conceded from the game. Turns out they did not draw the third Searing Blood. So, against Burn, I don't think we want anything, right? I think we're just running it back. Cool. How many more free spells until Modern is fixed? I mean, they're just going to keep making it worse if they introduce more free spells. They've already gone way too far down the rabbit hole. They can't come back now. I mean, okay, chat. What do you think at this point? Like, I know I'm pretty down on Modern at the moment, but I know there are still a lot of people who relatively enjoy the format and think that it's in a decent place. I mean, okay, type a 1 in the chat if you like Modern, or type a 2 in the chat if you don't like Modern. How about that? We'll do that. Hopeless Nightmare every time, huh? All right, I guess we once first to give more information on the discard. I guess this is the same thing as just discarding the land, right? But it puts the actual land in the graveyard for Deathrite Shaman, which I think is more important. All right, what are we looking? 169, 2 2, 1 1 1 1, 2 2, 1 1, 2 1, 2 1 1. It's like half and half, I would say. Eidolon. Shit. That's bad. That one's going to be hard to beat. I'll tell you that much. That card is going to be particularly hard to beat. Maybe they can't kill my Archdruid. Sunset on the coast. That's bad. Yeah, we could draw NO. They probably can't beat a Traxo. Okay, fine. Fine. Go Warmaster Deathrite. And hope that we can gain some life off Deathrite next turn. And then I probably have to trade Warmaster for Eidolon if they let me. If they can't kill Deathrite, maybe Deathrite can do some work. It's unlikely they can't kill it, though. Ooh, I like this. That's a good sign for me. Okay, hold. Hold. So now what? Now, Luris is not doing too much here. 13. I think we go Shepherd, main phase Deathrite activation, just to not get like double bolted or something. I guess I could have offered the trade with Warmaster first. Maybe that was good. We need to find another Lord. I could have Freyalise to try and find a Lord. Okay, they're flooding, which helps. They're definitely flooding. Wow. Block with 2 1/1s. Oh, wait, they can replay it. Chump block? I guess that was a reason to not main phase the Deathrite, huh? Because I could have double blocked and then aided in combat. That's awkward. Yeah, I fucked up. I should have left the Deathrite untapped. Okay, they had Bolt anyways. So I guess it didn't matter. If I double, they just don't cast the Bolt there. They're at 9. Is there any chance I can race them? Probably not. especially racing the Lurrus. I mean, we could trade for the Lurrus, I guess. If I had Gaia's Cradle in my deck, I'd have outs. Unfortunately, I don't. Yeah, what does that do? Oh, and they can just replay that. Kind of forgot about that thing. Although, that doesn't change too much. I don't really care about this free release in my hand. Sure. Are they dead to a lord? Oh, nope. Never mind. They're not dead to a lord. I forgot this thing domed me for 2. Alright, game 3. Still have no sideboard. Yeah, I just forgot about the 2 damage from the Hopeless Nightmare. Okay, let's draw Chalice again, shall we? I almost wonder if I should just mold the Chalice. Like, mull very, very hard for it. This is a 6-card hand, because the Atrax is a brick. It's not a very good 6-card hand. I'm going to ship this. This, on the other hand, I think is a good 6-card hand. So we're going to keep this. Turn 1, Elvish Mystic. Because I'm pretty sure I'd rather have them kill that than Deathrite. Then we can go tap land 1-drop, hopefully turn 3 NO. I'm not sure WLC games. They may just have no outs to it. And that'll be Archdruid. It's a more efficient use of mana. I wonder if they have any outs to Atraxa. Curious. So we need to dodge 2 removal spells here. That's worst case scenario. If they just go like 1-drop, creature plus removal spell, that's fine. Okay, well, they're dead. Yeah, they need to have like land Bitter Triumph, I guess. Which, again, I don't know if they have those cards in their sideboard. Yeah, they could also have Enchantment, Roiling Vortex or whatever it is, which I guess we have Boseiju for now. Alright, your turn. You may proceed. And they even know about the Boseiju. Alright, please don't Bitter Triumph me. Don't do it. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we lose. Fuck. Huh. Well, now what? Can go Deathrite Shaman, Chalice for 1, tap land? Yeah, but like, I don't know. I'm wondering if it's actually better to go War Master here. I could just hope to draw an Elf next turn to trigger the War Master. So if I go War Master first, then I guess I can Deathrite to gain life next turn. Yeah, sure. I guess that's fine. I guess the life is more important than making the 1/1 token. Yeah, this is probably fine. Imagine they have fetch land plus another Molten Collapse. Okay, that's bad. Go to 7. Can once here to try and find Shepherd. Another War Master, I guess. Get Chalice on 2. Well, Chalice on 2 shuts off all of my stuff. So I don't think I was supposed to Chalice on 2 there, right? If I Chalice on 2... Whoops, hold on, cancel. If I Chalice on 2, my hand is War Master plus Natural Order, and I can't cast any of my creatures, right? So, like, I think that's too bad. Don't they have another Searing Blood? Okay. They're just gonna fire off some 1s. Should have blocked. Why would I block? If their hand is all ones, why would I ever block there? Chalice on 2 means you wait for Aloe Shepherd. Right, but it's not clear that I have enough time. Like, I'm at 7 and they still have a 1-2, you know? Why are they casting this? Oh, just to kill it? They didn't want to put me to 1? That is shocking. They're at 13. I mean, I guess I could go fetch for basic forest, Warmaster Chalice on 2, but then I'm at 3 versus a Swift Spear, and it's not clear that I can afford to block. If they have any spell, my thing dies. So that's not good. Yeah, that's a good point. They could be afraid of second Atraxa. Kind of wish we had one. God, this feels really bad. I could, like, fetch, hoof them, attack for 5, they go to 8. That seems bad, too, though. Actually, is that bad? Just, like, fetch, Eno, sack for hoof, attack for 6, they go to... Or, yeah, attack for 6, they go to 7. You know what I'm thinking about doing? I'm thinking about fetching, natural order for hoof, and just passing. Yeah, that's actually kind of what I'm thinking of. Alright, let's do it. Just, like, hoof pass. It feels so weird, but... It's a much better blocker than Warmaster, you know? Oops. This feels so weird, but... Chalice on 2 just loses to a lot of stuff. Alright, hoof pass. Yeah, I wish I had a second Atraxa. Oh, they just drew Obscure. Okay, cool. Sick. Dude, there's just nobody who's Mythic in the queues today. I think it's been an hour and a half since I played against somebody who's Mythic. This hand's good. Sad that I jammed a ton of cons drafts for fetches. Haven't played Timeless yet because I don't want to burn my rare wildcards and commons. Yeah, that is by far the most frustrating part of Timeless. And I'm almost wondering at this point. Now, granted, a lot of people have already invested stuff into it, so it'd be kind of weird to do it now. But I'm wondering if at some point they'll have some sort of Timeless anthology of sorts where they just put those cards into the client at their proper rarity. But if they did that, they would kind of have to refund all the people who spent rare wild cards on all the, plows and stuff. So I don't know if they're ever going to be willing to do that. Probably not. In a year you could do that? Maybe, yeah. What's up, Mason? But again, it is awkward that if you do that, because you would have to refund all the wild cards that people spent on it. So it would probably cost them a lot. Timeless cube drafts that aren't Phantom. You mean like a Timeless remastered or something like that? Mm-mm-mm. Yep. Booble. That's not a land. Just gonna play second Warmaster. Just get my tokens while I can. Not feeling super great about this game, though. Yeah, it's so funny, right, Conman? I completely agree with you, where the people who do nothing but draft, they don't care about the wild cards because they have no interest in Constructed, and then the people who only play Constructed are just, like, sinking money because they don't want to draft. Maybe they know how to draft, but they just choose not to. So it's like you have this really weird... And you have some people that do both, right? There are people who grind drafts specifically to get wildcards for constructed, but I would say that's definitely not the majority of the population. People usually will stick with one of the two formats. How much constructed does Newmont play? I haven't watched a Newmont stream in a while. 1% to none. Yeah, that's fair. But he has, like, infinite wildcards. Same with people like Voxy and stuff. She only plays limited. Yeah, and I mean honestly, Welder, given infinite time, I would probably do the same, you know. But a lot of my viewer base does not want to watch limited content. So I'm in a position where I can't really play limited on stream, and I have very limited, no pun intended, time off stream. So I just don't really have a lot of time, you know. I could once for a land, or I could just play two 1-drops. Let's just play two 1-drops. Kind of like this better. Just go hella wide. Right, so I play timeless because I don't have enough time. I see what you did there. Bruce. Oh, bro, now your channeler's offline. Why would you do that? Comedy King. Apparently not funny enough for a Prime sub. I would never be that funny. Shepherd down. I see. We are a Death Shadow strategy. I wonder. There we go. I just wanted to hear the sub notification to make sure it was still there. BC Welder, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you for using that Prime Welder. I really want a Shaman here. What if I just didn't play a spell? Chump block, Shadow, hold up, Shaman. It's like kind of bad if they have a removal spell for Shaman because I'm time walking myself, but I kind of like it. I'm just gonna pass. Why are gifted subs more expensive on mobile? I think it's something to do with Twitch having. I really don't know exactly why. Because maybe they go through the mobile platform. There's an additional step they have to go through where they like, yeah, the app stores take a cut or something. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah, that makes sense. Those app stores, man, they'll take a cut out of everything. We got new alerts, chat. New sub alerts for we have two different alerts. We have one alert for one sub, and then I have a special alert for five subs as well. Get alerts. What is this attack? This has to be TBR, right? Sorcery. If I just did this, can't be TBR anyways. Kind of miss Canister's voice. I don't know. I think I like our new alert better. Also, why would you miss Canister's voice? Okay, put you to 4. Let's see if they have the removal spell for Deathrite. They don't, and I drew another blocker. So I only have to survive one more turn, right? Oh. There's not another spell in the graveyard. Well, that's awkward. I didn't think about that. I don't have another spell in the graveyard. 4. They have one blocker. I theoretically have lethal. Do I just go for it? Even if the attack doesn't work somehow, I still have two blockers back, right? I think it's fine. You know what they probably have? They probably have second Bowmaster, right? That would make a lot more sense. I have lethal if they have nothing. If I attack and they have Bowmasters, do I die? So I send these 3. They play Bowmaster, kill a token, trade chump. Yeah, kill a token. I guess they can also just chump here and go to 3. And then they go to 3. They have another. Well, they probably chump with the Bowmasters because that's the 4th type. Yeah, I think it. I don't know. I'm just gonna wait. It's. I think it's relatively likely that my attack is also lethal next turn. Yeah, see, they did have the Bowmasters. Sure, it's fine. But yeah, they only have one spell left, which is awkward because I need to be able to activate the Shaman twice, but as of right now, I can only activate it once. I guess depending on how much they leave back, we can maybe have lethal on the crackback with just, random tokens. Well, remember, I only have one tomb in my deck. So even if I once into a fetch land, I don't have a second tomb. Yeah. I mean, sure, I guess. Okay, so Grixis Shadow, Veil of Summer, good. This kind of feels like it might not be an Elven Chorus matchup. I feel like they're a little bit too low to the ground for Elven Chorus. Like, I kind of want to shave like this, maybe. Yeah, Chorus is for the more top end heavy decks like Oko, Minsk, that kind of stuff. Wait. Oh, I only brought in 2 Veils. Sure, this is fine then. I thought I had 3 Veils for some reason. The tactical concession. They just didn't want me to. They didn't want me to see any other information for game 2. It's possible their hand was just 3 lands. This hand really needs a fetch land, or just like not a 4th land. Kind of want to ship this. It does have Chalice though. Is Chalice plus nothing good enough? Let's try it. I don't know. Maybe I should mull this. Okay, once is not a bad draw. Fetchland or Llanowar Elves? I think they have Unholy Heat. What if I take the elf and just don't play it? Like, take Llanowar Elf, tap land, pass. Because I'm like 99% sure they have heat. I'm going to do that. Because they shocked and didn't get priority. So they definitely have heat. Oh, that's a really interesting draw. Now I could wait a turn on the Chalice. No, I don't think I want to. I'm just gonna jam. Do I? Ooh. If I elf here, like, bait them into Bowmastering. I can elf, bait them into Bowmastering, Veil. Or I could even Deathrite. But that makes the heat worse. Okay, let's elf here. This is going to look like a weird play, but I kind of like this. But this isn't really the exchange I wanted to make, right? Like, I don't want to Veil their Bowmaster. I want to Veil their Thoughtseize or their Counterspell. So maybe this line just doesn't make sense. Yeah. Yeah, like, I have to Veil now. I could have let them target, right? I guess. Same thing would have happened. I draw a card off Veil, they target themselves. It's the same outcome. Yeah, fucking Bowmaster. Okay, that was what we knew they had. But yeah, I guess now it's awkward because I don't have the Veil to protect the Chalice. I don't know if they would keep Spell Piercing against me. They could have Counterspell. They get a 2/2? No, because the Veil would counter the first activation. Because my thing has pro black, which means the first activation doesn't resolve. Then I draw a card off the second activation. They would ping themselves and get a 1/1. So the same thing would have happened. I think we navigated this poorly. Yeah, I think what I should have done on turn 3 was just cast nothing. Or turn 2. I think I should have just passed on turn 2. I agree with that though. I think the line that I took was bad. I do agree with that. Do arena players just not know what Cavern of Souls does? Which modern deck suggests to someone who always plays against Murktide at the local store? I've heard Yawgmoth is not too bad into Murktide, right? Yeah, or 4-color. Probably not Rhinos. And probably, I don't know, Scam is like even against them, I think. Matchup is probably close. Here is where I would fetch for my Dryad Arbor if I had one. Okay, that's like probably best possible. Yeah, nice Stern Scolding. Yeah, I know you have Scolding. You can cast it if you want. You want to cast it? Yeah, their card is 100% Scolding. Should I give them the nice? Because I know they have Scolding. Alright, chat, write that one down. They have Stern Scolding in their hand. Not that it's going to do anything this game, but we're still going to lose. If they can't kill Deathright, we're in okay shape. It's like kind of fine. Okay, go to 7. Yeah, this is like unironically fine. Especially drawing that, although that doesn't do too much. I'm going to hold on to this land to make them think I have a spell. Go. This game is super close. Okay. We just need like one good top deck. Fraley's would go crazy here. Lord would be okay too. Natural Order would be good. Ooh, I like that. Well, I guess I don't. They would probably only pick up Lurrus if they knew I was drawing a brick, right? Wait, what are they at? Hold on. They're at 8. What if I 8 with Shaman? Let's go to 4. And they're at 4. I can attack with both. Oh, you know what I just realized? Not playing land means that if I top deck land, I can't activate War Master. Double block and just trade War Master for token? I don't know if I like that. Well, actually, that's not that bad, right? And that makes it a little bit better if I just do this, because now I'm taking no damage, right? I should have played land for sure, though, because that makes me drawing land a little bit better. Something tells me I probably can't cast that one anytime soon. Trade Elite for 2 Bowmasters. I'm into it. They kind of have to block, right? Yeah, I don't know if playing land this turn matters at all. It's a really close game. You know what I realized? They can just play Lurrus this turn and then attack next turn. So, yeah, this Deathright might not even do it. We only have 3 pips counted for. Yeah, and I don't have another fetchable... I don't have a fetchable blue or white source. So, even if I, like, were to draw a fetch land, I still can't cast my, the Atraxa. NO would do it. It's not NO. It does give me a blocker for Lurrus, which is not irrelevant. Although it still gives them 3 life, which is annoying. Sure. They are not attacking with Lurrus. So that means they drew a removal spell for Deathright Shaman. I mean, I think I just do this, right? Like, I can't really play around them drawing a removal spell for Deathright. Unless they just fucked up horribly. But it can't be a red card because they use their red mana. Did they think I wasn't gonna? Oh, did they think I was gonna block with Deathray when they had the Bowmasters face up? Like, I'm not gonna do that. Like, I'm just not gonna do that. Yeah, they said oops. Nice. Was that toxic? Just your average arena gamer, you know. Mishra's Bobble. I guess they could draw Stifle. I don't know if Stifle's in their deck, but they need to add more emotes. I agree. We don't have enough. Resolve. Eat. Cool. We did it. I don't remember what our final record was. I think 3-2 or something. I think 3-2 was the final record. Maybe 4-2. I don't. We might have played 6 matches. I kind of lost track when we got disconnected. That was a weird situation. All right, so that was Elves in the Timeless format. You got to see a little bit of a showcase of kind of a little bit of everything there. We were definitely played against some decks that kind of just got soloed by Chalice, and some other decks that maybe didn't. The Allosaurus Shepherd Cavern plan, obviously very good with Chalice. I do kind of want to consider playing a second Craterhoof main and sideboarding the Atraxa. There are definitely matchups where you want it, but it can be kind of like awkward since this is the most of the time what you're getting in game 1 on average. So that might be something worth considering. The 4th Twin Insolene is kind of a point of contention as well. I might just want a 6th copy of Elvish Mystic / Llanowar Elves, and not sure about the 3rd Freyalise. And the sideboard I think could use a little bit of work too. Not sure on these Elven choruses. 3 might be a little too much. Maybe Needle over Revoker too. We definitely thought about that. And everything else looks pretty good. So if you're watching this on YouTube and you enjoyed the video, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.